18 major foe here, Operation Cornflower, Japan. Turn 15? July 1943. So we roll on Discord. We did get 1 out of 2, so we rolled a 7 with improved construction and a 3 with large ship construction. On to purchases, $67. We're spending all 67. So 4 infantry, 1 militia, a heavy armor, a marine, 2 heavy armor, 2 artillery, 2 infantry upgrades to motorized, and removing 1 battleship at stage 2 and dropping 2 new battleships at stage 3. That is all of that. Attacks. So the marine and the armor will board the transport 1, 2. That will land on Hawaii. The destroyer will go in, and 5 of these subs will go in as the screening force versus these 2 coastal subs. If Kaiser wants to intercept, he can roll that up on the Discord. I didn't have a chance to ask him, my apologies. Going into Midway, Hawaii is mountainous, so this guy's at a 1, theirs is at a 2, and then the heavy armor comes in at a 7. The 6th Fleet will form off of Midway, 1, 2, 3, with 2 battleships bombarding. The transport is going to grab a marine and a heavy armor. And obviously the heavy armor is in round 2. Same with over here in round 2. And then the destroyer will bring in the other marine. And then with that will be another destroyer and these 5 subs. That's the new 6th Fleet. 41st is probably done. Put that away. Okay, that leaves this guy in port. Over here, we're going to go 1, 2, try and map that sub again. So we've got the destroyer and the seaplane, destroyer, sub, seaplane, destroyer, and sub in there. Cab's going to move over, grab the Northern Territory free. In here, the 97th is going to move down and fight the 88th. So they've got 2 first strikes with the fort, 2 at 4 in the first round. And my tanks are at 6s because it's a jungle and a mountain. And then my cavalry are at 2s with my mountain brigades at 2s. And then my infantry at a 1 because I pushed that 1 infantry there. Okay, that concludes those fights. Let's do this one. So once again, if Kaiser wants to engage with his 2 coastals, I would assume he does not. Then this fight will go through, and then we have 1 at 1, he has 1 at 2. I'm in blue, he's in green, the bottom number. I actually hit in the first round, that is absolutely shocking. So that ends, he rolls a 9, I roll a 1, that is over. Like I said, I'll leave this here in case he wants to fight that. I'll put that there. Okay, and that transport should be able to go in port at that location. Okay, up here we have the 2 battleship bombarding 4. 12s, yeah, that'll work. Then we have 2 at 2 versus their 1 at 2 for the 2 marines and the militia. And he does hit, of course. That's shocking. And then my tank rolls in at an 8. Marine is at a 2, and their militia is at a 2. Ooh, jeez. Okay, that was very close, but survived that. Shockingly. Okay. Okay, that's there, that's there. Nothing down here. Oh, this one over here. So into British Malaya, the 88th versus the 97th. So they have two first strikes at 5. Both misses. Okay. Like I said, we're in a jungle, so these ones, motorized. So I think the cavalry are even at a 1. So let me just change this to say, wait. These are the two mountain brigades. These will be the cavalry, which I believe are at 1 because it's a vehicle class unit in a jungle. And it's -2. So these are the 6s. Yeah, that was fun. These are the 1s. And we did hit one of them. And these are the 2s. Shocking. 2 hits in the first round, and none of them by the tanks. And they get 1 hit. So I will lose cavalry. Both of these guys are gone. That's the 88th. That is there. 57th. Okay, so that completes Asia for Asians. And I want to say, I didn't put that out there, like, should have, is a minor factory and an air base in Burma, Siam, Cochin China, Anatolia, or British Malaya. So, air base and a minor factory. On board. Yikes. I'll probably put that back here for protection. And that will conclude that mess. That. All right, I think that's all the combat. Nope, this one up here. So we have 1 at 3 and 1 at 4 versus their 1 at 3. Destroyers in orange. Whew. So we do get that sub out of there. Losses. So he goes back to here. And we're pretty much set there then. Okay, so this transport's going to come over, drop 2 infantry here. They're starting to pile up on me. He's staying there. This guy is going to go with him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into port. Drop that one in Tokyo. The second fleet, 1, 2, 3, will move here. And this guy will join with 2 tactical bombers and 2 heavy cruisers. Okay, they're staying right there. These guys will up here. We got 1, 2, 3 into port there, and they're going to go into Borneo. So this army is now in Borneo. Okay, that's all been moved. That's all been moved. Oof, getting thin. Okay, I'm pretty sure that concludes this nightmare. All the combats. So we will go to placing units. So heavy tank and a marine into Tokyo. 2 motorized upgrades. here. Two artillery in here. Okay. Two heavy tanks here. This stuff is here. So two infantry in Queensland, two infantry in Sydney, and a militia in Sydney. I'm sure they're not long for this world, but they want it to be free. Okay, I think that concludes the Japanese turn. Take it over to this board here. 57 plus 19, really? Holy jumping. 67, that's 75. 76. 67, 76, I believe. Maths are hard. Okay, I believe that concludes the Japanese turn. Thanks for watching.